Right, now we can speak to Simon Lacey, who's a former Vice President of Huawei Technologies in Shenzhen. Now he's a lecturer in international trade at the University of Adelaide in Australia. He's joining us live from there. Thank you for talking to us. Are the United States, Australia, where you are, the New Zealanders, the Canadians and the Brits, are they right to be concerned about the possibility of surveillance or even sabotage by installing Huawei systems?
Well, look, I think cybersecurity experts the world over agree that the risks aren't really inherent to the country of origin of the vendor, but rather the different points of ingress, and also from the device level, actually, and from the user level, the risks are much greater. And I think. I think that the Johnston government has really taken a sensible decision here, because security experts in the UK, the national security experts have affirmed on multiple occasions that they believe that the potential risks that Huawei poses can be mitigated by technical measures.
Right, so you believe, that was what I was going to ask you, actually. You do believe that technically it's actually possible, is it, to allow Huawei, a suspicious contractor, if you like, into your system and to keep them out of those parts of the system that you deem to be hypersensitive? That's possible?
Look, I think that's sort of a political compromise that was necessary. But remember that Huawei, I mean, allowing Huawei into the radio access network and not the core is a compromise that sits perfectly well with Huawei, because that's definitely the most valuable part of the network, the radio access network. I mean, all these mobile base stations. And also it's where Huawei is by far way ahead of its competitors. And so it's where Huawei also has the greatest competitive advantage.
And so do you think that the addition of Huawei then to the British system is likely to compromise, if you like, this collaboration between the UK and the four other Western organisations, the four other Western governments, in terms of their intelligence sharing and collaboration?
Well, I think we need to, as your correspondent mentioned, I think we need to see how this plays out over the next few days. But, I mean, if you remember back to the Edward Snowden case, the US were as dependent on the UK as vice versa in terms of intelligence sharing. And the US actually liked to rely on their counterpart, the NSA counterpart in the UK, to do some of the intelligence gathering for them, because they weren't as constrained by constitutional constraints in the US to spy on their own citizens. So I think the US might actually be hobbling itself if it chooses not to share intelligence with the UK. So I think that might end up being a rather empty threat.
All right. Simon Lacey, thank you very much indeed for talking to us live via Skype from Adelaide in Australia. Thank you.